Okay, hey there guys, let's get right into this one. So this war is against DSVG. So in section 1 I boosted a little bit smaller than I typically would. I had expiring of the 10% boost, and I'm really confident on path 1 as I said in one of the other videos. And I know how both of these fights kind of will go, and I was really confident with the champions I was using, so I didn't feel the need to boost as big. I'm sure I could have, but with this it's not even like I really took any damage from the reverberation at the start. And because when I triggered the reverberation, I triggered it with my special 1, so I didn't parry. So when it triggered, he had 0 power, and if you don't know, the way his reverberation works is it deals back a percentage of the damage you deal based on sig level, based on the amount of power that he has at the time that it triggers. So if he has like 0 power, it does no damage back because of the way percentages work. So because I triggered at 0, I didn't even have to worry about reverb at the start. And after the first SP1, as I said, on path 1 with Doom, after 1 SP1, the fight's under control. It's really easy to keep your staggers up, because your stagger, basically, after 2 combos, you've triggered the stagger for the next one. And as I did in the previous time I fought a Killmonger, I wanted to use an armor break before I went into my SP2 here, and the incinerates are just going to melt him down. Going into this war, we knew it would be a pretty tough war because DSVG were playing pretty well at this point. This was like halfway through season, I think. This might have been the halfway point precisely. I remember this war because I was checking the scores and stuff when I was on the way to get tested for COVID, so it sticks out in my memory pretty well, this war right now. So for this one, I was assigned Nick Fury for this Human Torch. I mean, I swapped over to the invulnerability boost, which was smart. It's a good idea for this fight. I don't need the special 1 or anything, so going for the invul is always smart. But it's Nick Fury against the Science Champion. So here I go for the 4-hit combo because I only needed the light bleed. I didn't need to trigger masochism, and it also allowed me to take less high ground damage. It just allowed me to get rid of it more precisely, basically. But here's where the invul actually comes into play. I tried to dex it, but I don't know, sometimes like when you have an attack hitting your block, it like triggers it back on you and it doesn't let you dex, I don't know. But that was a super simple fight. Even without the invul, would have been super easy. And that section 1 dusted. I don't think I put any pre-fights on that man thing. I needed them for 2 specific fights, so I was saving them. Section 2, I moved all the way over to path 8 actually, so I went almost across the entire map here. So both of these fights are against high ground champions, and I'm going to use Dr. Doom for both of them. Again, like, it just doesn't really bother Dr. Doom high ground. Like, even with the shocks and incinerates, which are supposed to be bad for high ground, the way he controls a fight out, it just makes it easy for him. So I didn't check this Guardian's signature ability level, which I probably should have, but considering it's a rank 3 in a high AQ Masters level alliance, I'm going to take the guess that it is Sig 200. Or very close to it. So he has a ton of energy resistance if he has his armor, so I should try to avoid throwing my special 3s if I cannot nullify his, or not if I can't nullify. But considering I also have armor breaks on my heavies and the staggers on the heavies and nullify on SP1, it should be fairly easy for me to keep it off. I think it's right here I actually make a little bit of a mistake. So the other thing is that because I don't know if he still is, but Guardian for a while was bugged, where in there I had my block up and then it just dropped midway through his special 1, so that's fun. And with the taunt I want to wait for that to fall off first. But I don't know if he still does, but Guardian had this bug for a while where he was able to block unblockable special attacks even when he wasn't supposed to be able to. He's only supposed to be able to do that to mutants. So I wanted to make sure I didn't try to rely on unblockable specials too much, even though it should work. It was a pretty simple fight. A lot of the health loss came from my block breaking when I don't feel like it should have, but it did. So that's all that matters. So I just had to keep on moving forward. I didn't lose too much health. I have a ton of these 14k potions, so pretty cheap to heal up Doom for this fight. Like, I literally just had to take that out of stash instead of letting it expire in stash, so that's pretty nice. Dr. Doom, or Dr. Strange here isn't going to be too hard. He gains a little bit of power, but like right as I nullify it, the Rich Get Richer node is going to get removed and I armor break him, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I'm almost up to my SP3, but now because of Doctor Strange's lowered power gain, I'm gonna use a different rotation than your standard 7-hit combo into SP1 to steal the 2 bars of power, because that just won't work. It's a combo that allows you to get just under your SP2 straight away. So it's a 3-hit combo into using all 4. Oh, I guess I did actually go for the standard 8-hit combo there. I thought I went for something different. Looking back on it, I was kind of lucky that my Fury didn't get nullified here, but that wraps up my fighting for this war. All the fights were like pretty basic, pretty straightforward. I had to do the 2 high ground fights with Dr. Doom, but again, pretty easy with that. So yeah, DSVG, as I said, here was one of the fights I needed the pre-fights for. So as I said, DSVG had been playing very well this season, so we knew going into it we had to play well. I was talking to some DSVG members, having some laughs and some chats. It was fun. It was a really tight war. 4-2 is really what you'd expect out of a top-end Masters war. DSVG are like right at the very top this season. It's good to see them up there. I hope they have a good end to the season, I guess. They've been playing well this so far, so that'll wrap up this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll try to get another one tonight. See you guys soon. Bye.